Good morning. Thank you for tuning in again to MG Motivations. Guess what day today is? What's that? Oh, you guessed right. It's Moneyday. And it came around this time again. So guess what? We're getting ready to get into that speech, that Moneyday speech. That speech is going to help you to make that money. Okay, so before we begin, I want to encourage you to click like, do share my video, and please subscribe to my channel so you can also get the other videos outside of Moneyday that are going to be posted to my YouTube site. So let's get into it. So the last thing we discussed was doing our affirmations, our daily affirmations. Now, just a quick recap. A daily affirmation is a positive statement that helps to reinforce positive values and positive habits. So I want to encourage you, when you're doing the affirmation statement with me, instead of saying you are, like I'm telling you, I want you to say I am. So I'm not going to say you are, I'm going to say I am, because I want you to feel the power behind the statement. So let's begin. I am special. My gift to this world is special. I was made for success and I will be successful today. Let's do that again. I am special. My gift to this world is special. I am made for success and I will be successful today. Alright, so we got it. So now that you got that statement, just keep repeating it over and over and over again until you've built up that self-esteem and until you've built up that confidence to go get it. And trust me, it may not come immediately, but the more you say those words is the more power those words will give you to slay and to make your money day. Okay? So let's get into it. So today I wanted to discuss 2 quick values that you would hold dear and 2 quick values that you need to have in order to be successful on your money day. And those 2 quick values are 1, persistence, and 2, being consistent or consistency. Now, persistence, of course, is basically you having stick-to-itiveness, you having that go-getting factor, you having that factor that gives you the determination to keep going after your goal. But I want to encourage you, persistence is not something that comes overnight. It's something that is developed over time. So some persons are born with a natural persistence, which can be good. But there are others of us that need a little push. And a little push may be from someone waking us up at a particular time, setting our phone to alarm, or even encouraging ourselves by giving ourselves rewards during the day or having activities scheduled during the day to help us to go get it and to help us to make those calls and to help us to meet with those clients and to help us to send out that motivational or that promotional material. So that's that for persistence. The second characteristic is consistency. Now, there are many of us who struggle with being consistent over a period of time. And that's simply because human beings' nature, our nature, is one of liking to do what we like to do in the time we like to do it. Not everyone can adhere to a strict schedule. For myself, it tends to be a little bit taxing because there are always so many things that come up in my day. But one thing I've done, which I mentioned in the last video, which is key for me in being able to keep order in my day and in being able to keep the structure of my day, is my checklist. So whenever I want to be fully consistent in an activity, I know I need to checklist that activity. If I don't checklist that activity, then I know I'm going to have an issue in being consistent and in keeping up with the goals that I've set for myself. So, one has to remember that consistency and being persistent is key, because that's the only way you're going to achieve those goals. Now, I can tell you, care of this video, that with what I do at MG Motivation, not only do I help you to be consistent in your goals, but I also help to develop that persistency you need to be successful, and also help you with your self-esteem. So in the same way I'm giving you your daily affirmations, there are things that I do in different packages that help motivate you and keep you motivated. And then there are also things I do in my elevation package that brings you to a higher level of thinking and a higher state of thinking that basically takes you out of the average to make you more successful. So at the end of the day, what you can do to get more from me and to get more on the products, you can always give me a call. My number is going to be listed in the description section of this video, so feel free to reach out to me via WhatsApp, or you can call me. All right, let's get back to the lesson for today. So the next thing is that I want you to manage your day professionally. As I said, I keep checklists to manage my day professionally, but there are times when checklists really don't cut it. Some people don't like to be time bound, so at the end of the day, you can leave yourself notes and reminders. I remember I worked with a professional once who, when I looked all over the office, I saw a lot of sticky notes. And for me, that was very pressuring. I don't necessarily like seeing so much on my plate to be done all at once and not achieving anything. For me, that's somewhat bombarding. Like, I feel very stressed out when I see stuff like that. So to kind of cut the order and to segment my day, if I know I have a deliverable due, let's say next week, I try to use a tool, a software. Asana is great, but some persons still do also think that Asana is a little bit too stressful. So you can use a lower level tool. And as I said, you can reach out to me personally and I can help you explore the different tools that may work for you. Because we'll have our exploratory session, and then from there I'll get to know what type of person you are to see what's the best tool to recommend for you. But do remember, managing your day like a professional really helps you to hit those targets, as well as it really helps you to get in all the work you need done for that day in order to achieve a specific goal. So now that you're thinking about managing your day as a professional, one key element in managing your day as a professional is to ensure that you're not only setting clear goals. In our last video, I gave you a quick video to help you to see that goal setting must be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. So let's put it all together. So what we discussed was that smart goal setting speaks to a goal being specific, it has to be measurable, and it has to be achievable. But more than anything else, it must be realistic and time bound. So for most of us, setting smart goals may be difficult because there are many things we want to achieve in specific periods of time, hopefully, or in an unspecified period of time. But remember, goal setting is about pinning down a specific time to achieve your goal. So if you want to achieve a goal that is not realistic and there's no specified time, then clearly it's an unachievable goal. So you need to make your goals achievable, and you need to make goals. Don't have dreams which are unspecific things that you want to achieve. Have something specific that you hope to achieve. Give it a time frame within which you want to achieve it that's reasonable, and ensure, of course, more than anything else, that this falls within your passion. Because at the end of the day, remember, where our passions lie, there also our prosperity comes. So we have to serve our passions in order to really get the most from our life experiences. That's a given for me. So let's see. In setting goals, let's say you work for a sales company, or let's say you are launching a new product and you really need to get those sales in. One key element in having that conversation with your client is knowing your customer base. So you have to know your target customer. Once you have broken down your target customers from the different segments of the market, whether it's construction, whether it's education, whether it's finances, and you've gotten down to the very detailed section of who your niche market is, you have to figure out, what is it that I'm going to communicate to these people? What am I going to say that's going to give me that hook, line, and sink them kind of response? So that's where your verbiage comes in. Now, you can always Google some sales script or sales verbiage, but for me, that never works. For me, what really works is having conversations that really hit to the pain point or the core part of their problem. So that's something I can also help you in doing, to hit on those pain points, to establish the conversations, to ensure that you are able to get the response you need and to get those sales, and to encourage persons to take advantage of your product. So I help you with product placement, and I also help you with your product placement in terms of that conversation you'll be having with your prospective clients. Because let's face it, it doesn't make sense for you to have this awesome product that everyone would die for, but then you're not selling the product and you're not talking about the product in a particular way that's welcoming, and that persons will gravitate towards your product and want to buy into your product. So I definitely think, in terms of having that conversation, just reach out to me and we can schedule a session, explore what it is that your needs are, and then we can really get into having you truly reach your success point. So, bringing it all together and looking at the picture as a whole. Today, we spoke about two main characteristics that you need to be successful in terms of going and getting it and slaying this money day. What two characteristics were those? Anyone? Let me help you out. That was being persistent and having consistency, because those are the two key elements that will help you in getting it, in slaying, and in always achieving your goals. And then we spoke about smart goal setting, and also we spoke about approaching your day as a professional. Now, and in planning your day as a professional, we recapped on checklists, and we also recapped on the different tools. I mentioned one specific tool, which is Asana, which is also good to use, and you can reach out to me for other tools. Now, at the end of the day, there's one thing I want to leave you with in addition to what we discussed in terms of our customer service element and our creation of verbiage. That one thing I want to mention is, do remember, as a professional and as an entrepreneur, you have to be willing to do what others aren't willing to do in order to achieve what others don't have. So there has to be a level of sacrifice that you're willing to put in. A lot of people like to call this sweat equity. So for me, my sweat equity will be that I sleep at odd hours of the day at night, because I am busy creating content, I am busy working, I am busy being productive. So you may find leading up to my birthday, which was the 12th of June, I was working on several things in being able to launch my YouTube channel. So that being said, I was up until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, editing videos, sending out content, ensuring that I am using the right tools, ensuring that it's set up a specific way so that I can reach my target audience and that my content can be acceptable to my target audience. So at the end of the day, there has to be something that you're willing to sacrifice, because Rome was not built in a day. So I'm not here to help motivate you to get unnatural or overnight success. What I'm here to help you to get is success within a specific time that's going to be reasonable, but more than anything else, that's going to be reliant on your dedication, your commitment, and your value for work, and also in your determination for working. Because at the end of the day, as I said, you can't have what others don't have and not do what others don't do. So you have to be willing to do what others don't do in order to have what others don't have. So while others are sleeping at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., you're going to be working. While others are sleeping at 12 p.m., 1 a.m., 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you're going to be working. And then while others are working at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m., you may be sleeping. And then at the end of the day, your sleep time may be cut from 8 hours to 5 hours. And that's just a part of the game. That's really just a part of what you have to do in order to be able to achieve the way you want to achieve. Because excellence doesn't sleep. Excellence doesn't eat. But at the same point in time, I'm not encouraging you to not sleep and not eat. These are two key elements that, as a professional, as an entrepreneur, as a project manager, I am very hard and fast on. We need to get proper rest, proper nutrition, and be balanced and focused. That's the only way we'll achieve success in terms of managing our projects, and that's the only way we will reach project success and excel our targets, excel our goals. We have to be well rested, well fed, and focused and balanced on our goals ahead. So I just want to thank you for tuning in to my Moneyday broadcast, and I do hope that I was able to help you gain some more insight on how to be successful on your money day. And let's make it a great money day. Let's not make it a mundane or a morning day money day. Let's make it an official and a self-achieving and a successful money day. Thanks for tuning in. Please remember to like this video, share it with your friends, and do subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye now from MG Motivations. Ciao.